This one is ready. Remember, when you're testing your cabbages, you test them from the side, you test them from the top, you're going to get wormhole in them. That's going to attract pests. So you test your cabbages from the side. It's not in any book, but it's a good old way. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Country Murray. If you're new, welcome. If you're a subscriber or a viewer, welcome back. We have brighter days now. The garden is coming back to life. After a storm, there must be a calm. In this video, I'm going to take you guys along with me, show you all that I'm doing, how I'm starting up back or restarting for the spring season, what survived that cold snap, and we have another cold spell coming sometime next week. I think it's 2 days next week, but it won't be that bad. That one is going to be one of our normal cold spell here in central Florida, about 38, 37. May bring a little bit of frost depending on the wind, but we can go through those. Those will slow the plants down a bit, but it won't stop them. So let me take you guys down, show you what's happening in these grow bags, and then I'll take you guys over to the in-ground bed. Most things that I have, I'm starting from seed right now, so I may be a bit late, but let's see how this weather treats us this year. This is my grow bag area, and these are some of my brassicas, well, cabbages, because I don't really have anything other than cabbages in most of these bags from the brassica family. The cabbages, most of them did survive that cold spell, the freeze, and they're coming back. It slowed them down, but it didn't kill most of them. A lot of them got burned back because they were so tiny. They were so young, like this one right here. But other than that, I have lettuce in this bag. Most of the things, they are bouncing back. With this type of climate, a tropical climate or a subtropical climate like what we have here, you will bounce back quickly once you start getting back into the 70s and 80s. And the 70s and 80s are no stranger, or it's no stranger to us here. Even during our winter time, we do get up to 80 some days in the winter. This is one of my celery that I've started from seed. Over the years, I haven't had good luck starting celeries from seed. However, this time I got a wet napkin, put the seeds in them and leave them overnight, then planted them, direct sow them the following day, and I ended up with a good amount of celery. I think it was about 14 plants. So I have celery all over the backyard right now. In this video, I may say parsley at times, but I caught up on myself and came back and just corrected this part. So it's actually celery I'm talking about. The parsley, they're right here. So they actually nearly resemble the celery, but they're much smaller. So this is my little parsley patch. This is the next parsley that I transplanted. This was in a cluster, so I took it out and it's coming along. Here we have some bell peppers. They're tiny, but I had them on the inside, and I start putting them out now because we are past the worst. Over here we have some tomatoes. Down there, that's another little one down there. And we have more cabbages. I even have cabbage ready to be harvested right now. So there's a lot going on in the garden, even though we're coming right off that cold spell. We have cabbage in this container, we have a lettuce right here, and we have a bell pepper right here. That's utilizing this container fully. These right here, these are the onions that I started from seed over the fall month, and they're looking good. I think it was in the end of November I started these onions, not sure. We have more onions on this side. In these grow bags, I try to plant as much things as possible. So I have 2 onions in here and a lettuce. Over in this bag, I had a cabbage, but that cabbage died back. I'm going to replant something in this bag. but there's an onion plant in this bag anyway. I have a few Scotch bonnet peppers in this grow bag area, and they're not doing so well. Not because the weather is cool, but Scotch bonnet peppers and other hot peppers, they don't do well with frost. Frost is the killer of your hot peppers. Not cool, mild climate. So if you're in the 60s and 50s, that won't harm your so-called hot peppers. They will do well in those climates. If you're from Jamaica and you have ever seen a pepper farm in St. Ann, even in Walkerswood, you will know that those areas, they're very mild, very cool and mild. And those peppers, they do very well in the cool. So the thing that we mistake about hot peppers and okras and all those things is that they can survive the heat, but it doesn't mean that they perform best in hot climate or in the heat. Yes, they need a tropical feel to them, but those days 95 and above will stress most plants. So for most of your plants in the spring month, they will be comfortable and they will grow well. So nothing is wrong if you even go in and start planting okras now. You can plant okras now in central Florida, or maybe you can wait another 2 or 3 weeks, but you don't have to wait until June or July, the heat of summer, to start planting your okras. They do well in cool, moderate climate. These Scotch bonnet pepper, they are struggling because of the frigid temperatures that we went through the other day. And if it was frost, they would have struggled also. But temperatures in the 60s and 50s, these Scotch bonnet peppers would be booming. Here we have a parsley here again, and I'm telling you guys, the parsley are doing so well. I haven't had luck with parsleys over the years, and now I found the cheat code. Just soak them or wrap them in the wet napkin overnight, and this is what you're going to be getting. Cabbages right here, more cabbage right here, and more Scotch bonnet peppers. We had some rain on Sunday night. We had some rain. Sunday was what, the 15th, and that's about an inch of rain, little over an inch, but let's just call it an inch of rain. My tomato cage here, and I have some tomatoes in it already. So I have a few tiny tomato suckers coming up, and these were all bought from the store. Right here, this is a cluster of, look like maybe Scotch bonnet peppers, I'm not sure. Gonna have to give them a few more days to be sure what they really are. This side of the house, I'm not sure what I'm going to be planting here this spring. This is the first, well, last fall was the first time I tried growing anything on this side of the house. So for spring, it's going to be a trial and error. But right now I have a few things here that really are turning over from the fall season, like these mustard, cabbage right there, and a few lettuces. For these 2 trellis that I have here, I'm going to be growing watermelons and cucumbers on them. I know that they say you should not grow watermelons and cucumbers together because of the pests, but I'm going to try and grow them together. And for the people who are going to come in the comment section and say one is going to kill the other or one is going to take nutrients away from the other, I'm just sharing what I'm doing with you guys, okay? So if I share it with you guys and it works for me and you're willing to try it, you can go ahead and try it. But I'm just going against the odd with this one for this season. Over here, we have more cabbages, and the leaves are looking beautiful also. No holes in the leaves. This one is ready. Remember, when you're testing your cabbages, you test them from the side, you test them from the top, you're going to get wormhole in them. That's going to attract pests. So you test your cabbages from the side. It's not in any book, but it's a good old way. This bed, these are all lettuces. So these tiny things that you guys are seeing right here, these are all lettuces. I'm waiting on them to grow a bit more so that I can thin them out and plant them in other areas of the garden. Also have a lot of amaranth coming back. It's now callaloo time again. So these baby that you guys see here, These are all amaranth coming back. Amaranth, guys, these things will stay in your soil months, even years, and then start germinating at the right time. Here we have the Vigo bed down in this corner, and I have some more lettuce in it. And I think I also have some turnip in this bed also. So lettuce and turnip. Amaranths are going to pop up in every bed that I have. That's just my garden for the spring months, guys, and the summer months. I'm going to try and do something with this dragon fruit. I don't want to have it just stuck onto the aviary like this. So I'm going to do something with this dragon fruit this year. On the edge of the garden right here, I have some pineapple coming up. They were burnt badly. I hope they will survive. Hope they will make it. But you know, pineapple, they are cactus, so they are very hardy. So all these on the edge, those are pineapple plants. But this side of the yard, here's where I dispose of the dead plants of this season and some of the leaves that I raked from the yard. I'm going to turn around here in a composting pile. However, I'm going to have it organized with wires so that I can put everything together and have some composting pile on this side of the yard, because nothing will grow around this side. It's all too shaded, or very few things may grow around here. This is the bed with the strawberries, and I have another celery here. I'm packed with celery this season, guys. This is my lucky season for celery. And I have a few green onions in this bed. Those are the elephant hair garlic, which we should be harvesting in another 2 or 3 months. Over in this bed, here's where I transplanted the green onions, I think in about 4 videos ago. These are the green onions, and in this bed, these are turnips. So we have turnip here, and we have a few radishes also coming up in this bed, because this is my lucky radish bed. Around here, for my earlier subscribers, here's where I had all those watermelons last spring, or last summer I should say. Here's where I had all those watermelons. I may be going back in with watermelons for this side, I'm not sure as yet. But down on the end, I have another 2 trellis that I'll be planting watermelons and cucumbers on. I'm still thinking about this one. I have a few chochos or chayote that I want to try right here. Don't know I'm going to control it, but I want to try with them this season. I've never planted them here in Florida. Had them a lot back home in Jamaica, but since I've been here, I've never tried them. So I want to go ahead and test my hands on a few chochos this season. Have a tomato in this bag. I'm also going to be putting cucumbers here so that they can run on the trellis. The trellis can support the tomatoes and the cucumbers. That's a great thing with these cattle panel trellises. They are so strong. This cabbage is ready to be harvested. I'm going to get it out of the garden in a matter of days. For this next Vigo bed, I have pak choys in it. I'm going to be running pak choys in this bed all year long, right back until maybe about December or so. Even in the summer months, I'm going to try to push pak choy in this bed. Rosemary plant down here. Guys, if you have a rosemary plant, don't give it a lot of water. Once a week and they'll thank you. I have a few tomatoes here to be harvested. I'm gonna get them soon. This plant is dying back. So for this side of the yard, it's going to be mostly vining crop. So it's trellis all the way down, with the exception of a few pak choy in that Vigo raised bed. So most of this is going to be, whether it be watermelon, squashes, whatever, as long as it's vining crop, I'm going to have them mostly on this side of the yard this year. And here we have a beautiful dill plant. This plant is doing so well right here. I have a few more dill over the garden, but this one is doing super well right here. For the banana trees, they are coming back very slowly. but I think they'll make it. No, someone is going to come again and say that bananas are not trees, they're herb. I get it. Caitlyn Jenner is a woman. I get it. But where I'm from, we call these banana trees the banana plants, okay? We know that they're herb, but we just call them trees casually. Simple as that. For the pergola, it's coming back to life. I know things take time, but I can't wait to have that greener again on the year. So I'm just impatient with this one. It's just human nature. But deep down, I know that with time, everything will be good again. Here are the bunnies. This is week 5 for them. In another 3 or 4 weeks, I'll be sending a few of these guys to freezer camp and saving back the best of the best. And for those who want rabbit, just remember, hit me up in the description. My email is down there. You guys can get through to me. And it's only local gardeners or local buyers. So you have to be in Central Florida, in and around Central Florida, where we can meet up and do the exchange. So this is what they're looking like. So if I don't get any sell, most of them will be going to freezer camp. I'll only be keeping back 2. And guys, if you have never tried rabbit before, but you have had lamb shank, it is the same tasting meat if you do it in that format. If you have had curry goat before, or goat curry, whatever you may call it, it is the same tasting meat if you should curry it. I hear a lot of people say rabbit tastes like chicken, but it depends on how you prepare it. So that's going to be it from Country Mara. God bless you all. Please remember to like, share, hit the like button, and subscribe to the Country Mara YouTube channel. See you in the next one. God bless you all. Cheers.